Hello, Facebook lovers.
We're back together.
We're back together and we are live in 3 different places. Four in a minute.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so if you see us going like that, it's because because we got 3 different, 2 phones, 1 iPad, and 1 minute we'll have the webinar as well.
I know.
So I wanted to invite Natasa to my weekly Q&A. No, not Q&A, what am I talking about? My weekly business shortcuts. Every Monday at 11 o'clock, I do a business shortcut where I actually got this idea from Natasa. Natasa was doing it for her tribe and I was like, that's such a good idea. And so here I am doing it live and having Natasa as a guest. So Michael, are you coming to masterclass? You're going to meet Natasa face to face if you do.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to start the webinar and today we're going to talk about how to nurture your
tribe
online and offline. There we go. Ready, steady, go. Webinar is about to start. Fantastic.
Is she talking?
Yeah, but because we got that, you can hear
got
it.
it.
Hello, Karen. How are you? Good to see you, everybody, in the webinar. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are covering one of our favorite topics. Our Michael is coming to masterclass. Fantastic.
Yay.
Hi, Vanessa. Good to see you. So I wanted to have Nat as a guest because, first of all, she just flew in from Melbourne. And she got into the hub. I'm like, sis, shut up, join me. Don't let me do this.
I just did my own live like an hour ago because when I arrived, I missed 9 o'clock Melbourne time. And now it's like, okay, they can have a double whammy today.
Yes, I know, right? So I wanted to, get Natasa there because she has grown a really massive following as well and got a huge tribe. So I wanted to, see her insight and teach you guys, a little things about tribes. So Nat, before we start, tell them what do you do? What's Natasa doing?
There's some of my guys watching, but yeah, I help people write a book in 48 hours. So we run the ultimate 48-hour author retreats.
Yes.
And we take people away. And Francesca came, that was her first book. And then we rode Bums on Seats together, which is also back there. Here she goes.
I'm getting it. There you go.
Yeah, so we did that one after I said you have to do your own one first because having your own book is the most leverage that you can ever achieve.
Yes.
And then we can write a book together. And and now she's, I think, on the journey of maybe writing her 3rd book. So that's what we do. And we now have publishing as well, which is all in-house.
Fantastic. And sis, how important was your tribe to grow your business?
Very important. I mean, I believe if you can build a tribe organically, you can also build a multiple 6-figure business with that tribe and with the help of that tribe without any paid advertising.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. Exactly. So we're going to show you how to nurture your tribe online and offline and how we both done it. So as you know, I've got about 8,000 people in my Facebook group. How many people have you got now?
I think it's 14,500.
Wow, it's very big. So if you guys are interested and you want to know how to grow your own tribe, just put #tribe in your comments so we can see that you really are keen to learn how to do it. And we actually got some more material that we can send you to support you in that. So Karen says #tribe and D. How are you, D? #tribe as well. Hi Brooklyn, how are you? Good to see you guys. Megan is over there as well.
Yeah.
So the first question that we have here, sis, is why should you have your own tribe first of all? So we've got a few pointers in here. I'm just going to put them all out so that we can talk about them one at a time. Fantastic. Everybody goes #tribe. Fantastic. That's really good. So for the first thing that we have in this is connection.
Yep.
We want to talk about connection because a lot of people in business, they just want to keep their clients away. Have you noticed that? They're not like, I'm unreachable. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, they put themselves up on a pedestal and people don't feel like they can have access to them.
Yeah. Instead, for us, our clients are our family.
Yes.
Right? You call it the extended family, don't you, sis?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because, they're clients. They want to feel nurtured. They want to feel that they have a connection with you. Now that they, also now that they pay. But that's the thing, right, sis? A lot of people think that I'm only going to have a tribe if they pay. I'm not going to talk to people that don't pay.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, it's BS. You're never gonna find paying clients unless you always look first to connect and to solve people's problems.
Yeah.
And when they see that, they see the value that's within you. So therefore, you can make that offer. If it's a good fit, then people who become connections can become clients.
Yeah.
That's how it grows slowly and slowly.
Yeah. Have you seen Sissy? I haven't been for my half day for a long time now.
No.
Have you been my Maria example? And
I
say,
know about your Marias.
Yeah, you know my Marias. And I say, you gotta nurture the Marias. The Marias are the people that they know everything about your business, and they will send you more people if they love you. So we need to spend more time loving people and giving value, and because eventually your network will equal your net worth.
Yeah.
And we saw that from Kiyosaki, and we got that from other famous people. How important has been that for you?
Yeah, but I used to think it was an awesome little saying, and but until you live and breathe the truth of what a network means, and you see the power of it, that you can call upon your well-connected people or anyone who loves you, then it's going to exponentially grow your net worth. So just keep connecting and building your tribe, because ultimately it will mean that you will be financially free forever.
Yeah, and it's so true. And the other day we were talking about that, work hard for a couple of years to have, a lifetime, of support and of success, right?
Yep.
And also lifestyle. But the thing is, when you have your own tribe, then yes, you're going to have a lot of people connecting with you, asking you questions, and it feels like you're drowning in all these, people, and go, oh my, how much more can I give for free? Or how much more can I give, without starting to charge? But that is I think is the moment that your business is about to take off, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. I think just give away as much as you possibly can, because people are still going to be willing to invest in a problem to solution, because if they're getting just the free tidbits from lots of places, they're not getting the full picture, they're not getting a full system. So even though people think they're doing something about solving a problem, they are not really doing it properly unless they do it properly with you within your structure.
Yeah.
Hey, Christine.
I'm watching, sis.
What are you're watching me?
One of my team is watching on that's so funny. Okay, so build trust. This is something as well that I get this question all the time, sis. I don't know if you do. I get the question, how do I get the right people? How do I get the right people in my tribe? And I say, well, there's no such a thing, right? Because right people will become right when you have built enough trust and if you give enough value.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, totally. I mean, trust is a long-term strategy, of turning up, delivering on your promises, and really building up that, and some people are going to fall out of the system and some will stay in, and that's okay, because I think ultimately the universe keeps us all protected to have and work with the people that are meant for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you just have to have that vision of going, okay, I'm going to create a tribe, and I'm going to nurture them and look after them no matter what. So you need to be a rock for your people. You need to be the leader and a rock that if they come and go, which they will, anytime they come back, you are there. And that's what the most important thing, I think. I get that feedback all the time. Francesca, I've been following you for years, and then I went
You're
off.
still there.
Yeah, and you're still there. You're still
Yeah.
running those events. You're still, do national tour. You're still showing up on Facebook. You're still consistent. And in the meantime, I'm going out and about, and I still haven't done anything with my business. And I go, that's exactly right. That's why you need to be consistent. And that's one of the biggest things that both Natasa and I been doing. And I get that question a lot. So,
there's recently this year I've had about 4 or 5 people who came to my half-day events 2-3 years ago and now have returned to it because they haven't written their book. So they're looking for re-inspiration, re-motivation. And I asked the question, so you're going to do it now? And, some of them,
they still don't,
no,
And that's the thing, some people like to talk about having a business, they like to talk about writing a book, but they don't like to do the things to get the step to get there, right? Yeah. And also, I think that having a tribe, I don't know you, but for me it was like a bit of a kick in the butt. I now got all these people that follow me. I can't look stupid. I cannot not do it. I cannot be successful now. I have to do it.
Yeah, it's there is a certain expectation once you get going that you want to maintain, but that's a good thing.
Yeah,
that's a good thing because that as you start to see people responding to what your message is, that's very powerful, I guess, drive and motivator to keep you going.
Yeah. There you go, Carrie. Now that you're part of the mafia, you're never going to have that consistency problem ever again, because I will kick your butt in a nice way. Also, Wendy is saying, hi, I had a lady come to our Melbourne meetup that had never met me in person, who had been following me for 4 years, and it was like meeting an old friend. Oh, see, that's exactly right, Wendy. And then when that happens, there's no way, it's impossible that you're not going to start to have momentum in your business. And I remember at the beginning, people will tell me, Francesca, you look so famous. Oh my God, you look so successful. How much money are you making? And at the beginning, like about 5 years ago, I'd be like, none at the moment. But I think that this is the way, because if everybody is thinking I'm making money, eventually it will manifest. And it did. People manifested it for me, right?
Yeah.
And so here we go, when we talk about looking famous and social proof.
Yeah.
They're pretty much, we already talk about them, but it's like that, social proof, consistency. You pop into one of these live videos and you see that it's like about 10 people in one, and 5 people and 5 people, and you just go, there's a beautiful, what happened to the video? Is it not going? There's a lot of, there you go. There's quite a lot of people here in the online webinar, right? So that's social proof. You go, why these girls are looking in 3 different sides? Because we've got 4 different broadcasts are going live right now. So it's that, social proof that will give you. If we had nobody joining any of this, then obviously you will be struggling. So what type of tribe? What is a tribe? And again, I'm going to put them all up so that we have them. Sis, I've got an idea and I have never implemented it.
Tell.
In the PowerPoint, you know how you never know when it's the last point?
Yes.
So I want to put a dot in the last line, so then you know that that's the dot, means that it's finished.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
Never. I always forget to implement it. When I'm running, I go, I should put a dot. But anyway.
Yeah.
All right, what type of tribes?
All right, so there is obviously your Facebook, Facebook and Meetup. They're the 2 that you marry up together.
Yes, the Facebook group and Meetup group are my favorite 2 tools to get your business online and offline, and my favorite type of tribes, because it's so easy.
And they're the ones that would start off from cold or no one knowing you from anything, and then sort of you're building up some events and add value in the groups and all that kind of stuff, and then you get on to build deeper relationship, which is your next point there. Facebook secret community, which is where your paying clients or your people who are attending some of your paid events end up in. And the thing is, that's another added value. When you're selling something, when you say, you can buy my half-day workshop, and on top of that you get a secret community, people go, oh, really? So that feel like value. There's added value, and it's not just a workshop and then you get forgotten. And so that's really important, the Facebook secret community. However, some people have Facebook secret community and they never use it, and so it's really important that if you do start a group, you need to be committed to that, and need to be committed of posting and be the leader and be the example so that people can follow. Yeah, absolutely. Networking events you've got there. So networking events is, I guess, another form of meetups, but they might be more structured, where they're part of a group who meets regularly, that have their own kind of ongoing monthly or weekly structure.
There could be like a membership, and you meet with that group monthly, and you become very close to it. So there's a lot of membership that are really, really, really good for your business. However, I don't know if you noticed this, but I have noticed, I've been part of some, and sometimes I can see there's a lot of people that want to be in business, but they're actually not really doing much with it, And I've noticed it's sort of like a pattern. They're part of all these groups, they pay this membership, and they all keep each other small.
What do you think that is?
I don't know, sis. Why do you think that is? Obviously, you got an idea. Tell me. Tell me, sis.
I wanted to test you.
I don't know. Why would you hang out somewhere where everybody's not successful? I'll be bored.
Yeah, but people have this deep need for belonging. Their fear is not to belong, and if they actually don't have a connection or sense of belonging, maybe within their families, they're looking for other circles where they feel like they belong, even though they may not be taking the actions of why you're there for the primary purpose of growing your business.
So that
people join tribes to fulfill overcome the fear of not belonging and being part of a community.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. However, my biggest thing is action, right? If I join something and they're not pushing me to take action, I'll be leaving it in no time, because I'll be like, I want to take action. I want to, be part of something that is successful. I don't want to be part of something that everybody is not doing anything. I'll be like, no.
Well, that's why sometimes if you found yourself in those events, you might end up sidestepping and going to something else and finding, because you don't want to end up being the smartest person in the room. You want to also end up being surrounded by people who are you're going to challenge you and give you those new ideas and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I think earlier in business, it's fantastic to go networking, make it one of your core strategies. As you become more time poor, that's perhaps not the best use of your time. You need to then invest money to build and scale. But no matter what, even if you've stopped networking, you still need to nurture your tribe. And what we're doing here the next 2 days at the Mafia Hub, hosting our social media masterclass, it's about re-inviting our tribe, adding value to them for 2 full days, and reconnecting. Which
60 people register, 60 people in the room, and it's gonna be all of our time to reconnect and give to our clients, so that they can also meet together and have that.
Well, that's what our last point was. In a circle paying clients, they ultimately become more of your tribe when you don't have as much time to keep meeting new people. I mean, at the beginning, you got to keep meeting new people. You got to build the relationship. You got to walk into a room and kind of be known by a few people wherever you go in your city. But after a while, you can actually slowly move that and evolve that to your inner circle paying clients, where you're like really deep nurturing with them.
And you guys watching, if you are part of a tribe that you really love, share it here and tell us what is the thing that you love about the tribe that you're part of. Because that's why I started my own Mafia, because I was like, I couldn't find a really networking group that would actually push people and get people, and that's why I started my own.
And that's the ultimate. You start checking out other people's events, then you are brave enough to step into those shoes as an organizer and build up the strategies to get bums on seats, like what you teach. And then, of course, that's the ultimate responsibility that you're actually taking. Therefore, you're positioning yourself in a leadership position, which means that you have the most power. You're in a power position.
Yes, Vanessa says most networking events don't really encourage people building relationship, often very superficial, and people leave feeling a bit empty. Opportunity for us. Yes, Vanessa, opportunity for you. Then now you're joining the Mafia to start your own meaningful community, so that you do make sure that happen in the room. D, yes, we are going to record masterclass. It's going to be ready though in a couple of weeks. It takes a bit of time.
I brought my microphone.
It's all there. So how do we do it, sis? How do we nurture this community? I think this is it.
This is it. Stop.
One of the biggest reasons I joined the Mafia was because business can feel lonely sometimes. I didn't have support circles. Now you do, lovely. That's fantastic. And Jack, what does Jack say, sis?
Francesca, your business partner is correct as far as family are concerned. I've been feeling like, like that, where I like being part of a tribe outside of the family, because they made me feel like an outsider for sure. So thanks. And Jack, in the beginning, a lot of families can be against or scared of the evolution that you're perhaps embarking on, and mine were like kind of just not discouraging me, but sitting quietly and watching from the sidelines while I kept growing and growing and growing, and just probably thought I was this crazy woman just talking about business 24/7 for the first 2.5 years.
You gotta be obsessed about your business.
I did a webinar on this on my lives on Mondays 2 weeks ago, I think. Success requires obsession. You have to be obsessed.
Absolutely. All right. So
how do we nurture?
How do we nurture the tribe? So, well, obviously live events,
which we already
we do all the time. So live events, I mean by that, actual physical events, because I do believe that people, yes, they will follow you, they will watch you online, but in the same time, they want that connection. They want to see you face to face. I don't know I think you might do it. You might get this as well. I get the thing that I followed you online. I was thinking, you might be this person, and then I wanted to come and check out if it's true.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, and live events are you can tenfold fast track your relationship building and connections.
Yes.
Because online they got to sometimes follow you for 2-3 years before they actually come and see you.
To like a $49 event, right?
Yeah.
And there's people that want out there sell, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars in online courses without having that connection with people. So I do believe that once you're famous, you can do anything. But to get yourself famous, I think that the online and offline strategy is the best.
That's the building of the credibility and the social proof, and the fact that you've gotten results for other people, so you've got spokespeople. So to get that, you know, there has to be some sort of a build up from a foundation until it reaches a tipping point.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So here we go. So we've got live events, webinars, which that's what we're doing here. So we're having.
I used to do so many in my early days. I haven't done many lately.
Really, I do one a month, sis.
Yeah.
Every single month I do one a month. There's a general public webinar, and I get lots of people from there that come to my half-day workshop. So it actually is a very good strategy, and it's set in the calendar, and it happens every single month.
Yeah.
And we get about 200 registrants. So that's 200 new email addresses every month, which
amazing.
is fantastic. So yeah, live webinars is really important. We're doing one now, and we're going also.
And the next one is Facebook Live across.
There you go. We're just doing Facebook
Use
Live.
as many devices as you can.
I know, right?
You can. What is it? Quadrupling our efforts right now.
Yeah.
Adding value to Francesca's community, to mine through this live.
Yeah.
Them seeing us. I mean, it's just you know, and then it's being broadcast. I'm guessing on fan pages and some groups and all that.
So we've got the Meetup Queen, the EAM Facebook group, and then we've got yours, and then a webinar here with some people. So absolutely, you gotta leverage from what you're doing. You know, imagine doing 4 different lives today. Why? We just put them all up in here, and that's it. And boom, we just do it all.
What my VA does is she gets these lives off and she uploads it onto YouTube, and she puts it as a podcast episode, and she does other things with it that I don't see right now, and I'll share these also in my groups as well.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
And so you got to leverage for the things that you do, but you can definitely use those for your tribe. And obviously, like the social media presence, I have that a lot of people that tell me, Francesca, I don't want to be one of those people that just go live and talk about themselves. I'm like, well, if you don't, then you're missing out on building a relationship with the people. And that happens.
And sometimes it's not just about talking about yourself.
No,
you
it's not.
Every time we talk about ourselves is because we've got a point that we want to teach alongside that story.
Yeah.
If you hear any speakers or anyone delivering their message, their message is full of stories. Their message is full of, okay, I learned this is what happened.
Yeah.
And then people remember it rather than coming and teaching a dry concept.
Yeah, absolutely. So social media presence is super important. That's why we're doing a 2-day masterclass on it this week to make sure that you guys learn about how important is social media. And then emails. People think that emails are forgotten.
That's my husband. My husband thinks emails are dead.
I'll tell you, tell us, where is Stuart? Stuart, if you're watching this, I sent an email the other day to my database about the EE party, and we got about 25 registration in 24 hours.
There you go.
There you go. So emails are not dead if
you nurture, right? But what he hasn't been very good at is being consistent in sending regular emails.
Someone is getting in trouble.
And he's moved, although this year he's moved across our system from one, I don't know, to a more sophisticated thing. And I guess what strategy are you going to focus on most? Because there's only so many things you should be doing, otherwise you'll get overwhelmed, right? Are you going to do live events? Are you going to do webinars? Are you going to do your, we have given an idea of what 7 or 8 things are here on this slide. Yeah. But ideally, you should maybe get really good at 2 or 3.
Yes.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Because otherwise, you're running around like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Right?
And the other thing is that you start doing like for example, when I started to introduce webinars into my routine, I was like, at first I was like, oh my goodness, I'm overwhelmed, too many webinars, is killing me. And then I just actually created a system, and I've got them in order, and I've got once a week. So Monday is my webinar day, so I do like a webinar extravaganza day. And I'll do my GP webinar, my general public webinar, my VIP webinar, my business shortcut every time. And sometimes I have any support webinar that I offer to my Mafians, I put them in this day. So on Mondays,
Why
I
is
don't
that?
speak to clients like at all, ever, because I don't have time, because I'm back to back into either meetings with my team or doing
Delivering
webinars.
content.
Yeah, so you gotta organize your weeks and your months and everything to have that consistency. And so on Mondays, I rarely not in the office, because I'm always here doing all of these things.
Sis, I feel like this is the audio, like when you're doing
Famous moments is celebrity moment.
yeah, because you keep moving your head and I go, this is exactly how we speak when we're speaking in front of
In
people.
front of
So you're
you.
making eye contact.
Celebrity moment. We've got literally 2 phones, 1 iPad and 1 here, and we make everybody feel loved. See, Karen, you were here, now you're there. How's that? What are your thoughts via email and ManyChat bot? Oh my God, Karen, I just was gonna talk about that. I'm in love with the chatbot, and I'm actually going to talk about it at the masterclass.
Yeah.
I can't wait to explain it to everybody, because the chatbot is the next thing. So actually, Karen,
It's
what
the
I would
thing.
say, I would say is send now people to the bot first, and from the bot get the email, so you still have access to that, because you never want to allow Facebook to hold all your contacts, and then you go, well, now what? So you still need to get the emails, one-on-ones, speaking gigs, and video. So I have I told you about the celebrity site, sister. I created this membership site with all these videos that I have created, all these lives, everything that I've done. It's all now nice and tidy in this membership site. $30 a month, cancel anytime. And I haven't even promoted it, and we've already got 50 people in there.
Nice.
And it's just like that momentum and the extra, obviously, revenue, but the extra nurturing. And every person that is in there that watch the video, I'm watching you. Some people don't even, they pay, they don't watch it. I'm like, why would you do that? The people that are watching and they're loving it. And so that's what is another way to nurture. And one person that was in
Low-cost
Sydney,
membership,
and one person came to the half-day workshop in Sydney, then became part of that tribe, because she couldn't at the time afford the Mafia. And then guess what? After that, she said, okay, I'm ready now to join the Mafia. So you sort of keep them in that into that nurturing stage until they
If
are.
they're getting valued, then they'll want more.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, next level or next level or next level. Yep, nice one.
Yes, so Dia said looking forward to learn about the bot. It's fantastic. Okay, and then obviously speaking gigs. So Natasha and I, we speak for our clients, and then we want to obviously help them, support them in their network, and so on. I know nothing about the boss use. I hope it
Makes nurturing easier.
and still genuine. Of course, Kerry, you've got to be genuine, because if not, people are not gonna be interested. So yes, absolutely, it's got to be
the way it's
genuine.
set up.
Yes,
Perfect.
everything that you do, if it's not genuine, people are not gonna connect. People like what we're
They
doing
can
right
smell.
like like we are now. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed those people that do videos like, hi everybody and welcome to they do that voice. You go, why are you doing a fake voice? You never talk like that in real life. So having a video, or if you talk to Natasha and I face to face, on stage, one to many, whatever it is, we're the same. Because if not, like, if there was the camera here, we would talk the same. Right?
Exactly.
And so that's important, because people will feel that if you don't do it that way. Okay, we've got 4 minutes left, sis. Let's go.
It's gone.
So what if, and then what people do wrong. So what if you don't have time? What if you have enough numbers? What if people don't show up? What if there is no interaction? I'll say, if that happens, it's your fault.
Okay, elaborate.
Why is that? I say because if nobody shows up, that means you haven't been consistent. Like, I've been consistent every single Monday, and look at this, we've got about 40 people watching live, right? So if you're not consistent, you're not gonna get the numbers. And if you cancel sometimes, that's when people stop showing up. And if you have no interaction, that means you're asking the right questions. So boom, I say this is why.
Well, people get lazy, or perhaps they don't understand what it truly takes to get bums on seats, or to get people to show up, and they just don't know, so they don't do it. And this is why people obviously ultimately engage you to go, okay, so this is how I have to hustle, and this is what I got to do. And what I used to think the effort you needed to put in to get numbers in rooms is nowhere what really truly it came out to be. You know what I mean? So on some level, yes, you are responsible figuring it out. It's a lot harder in the early days. It's a lot easier when you have got, as you said, a strategy that you can outsource, because it's not about you. In the early days, Stuart wasn't really included or not included, involved in the bums on seats. So it was just me, and me. You know, to get, you know, I went out networking and I met more people, and I did consistent on social media. And so what, sometimes if it's low numbers or no interaction, and because you knew perhaps, and you haven't as yet, people haven't warmed up to listening to you, they haven't warmed up to being, you know, kind of your followers, they're gonna just watch from the sidelines, and you know that turns around, it starts building up for sure.
Absolutely. And we've got the last PowerPoint of the day. Oops.
Again, you went too far.
What people do wrong, and part of that what we already covered is all of those things. So
lack of consistency.
Lack of consistency. They cancel. What is the number one rule system?
Number one is
ever cancel an event. Ever. Like,
or
never.
Reschedule one.
And even like you,
I don't like rescheduling.
So the other day, one of my team booked someone in a time that I'm actually double booked, and they said, I changed him, and I said, what is the number one rule? Never, ever cancel an event. So I'll have to change my own appointment to stick to the client, because we're not mucking around with people. You don't change stuff on them. So it's important that, you know, you stick to your word.
I have my whole calendar, and when people ask me, I can even blurt out my dates off the top of my head, like, you know, when I'm going next to that city. You know, and all my retreats, and they go, but is this really going to stay as the day? I said, I just look at them as if you're crazy. Why would I ever change any dates? Because then people are not going to trust me.
Exactly. And so, you know, they cancel, they not have enough value, they just hold all the information, and they just you know, because they don't want to give too much, because what if they don't pay me? And it's like, no, you give as much as you can, and then when they become a client, and people are afraid of repeating themselves a lot of the time.
How many times have we spoken about this topic?
So many times. But it's always, every time we talk about it, something new comes up.
And you don't say it the same way, and people don't remember everything you say. They only remember 10 to 20% at the best of what you've just said. You know, so they'll take away their 2 nuggets, and next time they hear this, they take away 2 other nuggets.
Fantastic. And then they're not real. You know, people are fake with, we just said that before, they're fake with the tribe. They keep them at arm's length, and then they don't feel close to them. So don't do any of this stuff, and be nice to your tribe, and remember to keep investing in your business growth, to keep nurturing your tribe, and keep showing up and be consistent. So thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you again next Monday at 11 o'clock. And everybody, thank you, Natasha Denman.
Thank you for having me as a guest today.
Of course. And now before you're going to see us, and we'll start to close everything. It's going to take a while. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Actually, we have got this masterclass. If you are in Brisbane, we've still got a couple of spots available. We do allow only usually our clients to come along to that, but if anyone wants to come along, we've got 1 or 2 spots left for the $99. You can come and spend 2 days with us and our top clients. That's fantastic value, and you're gonna love it. So if you're interested, just put masterclass in the comments, and we'll send you some details. We have a question. Karen, I think I've explained what's the info. So they hold on information, they don't want to give too much. Bye, Jack. Bye, everybody. See ya.
See you guys.
Bye.
Close.